Hi, I'm Lizzie Bauer of Western Colorado University's MEM, MS, MBA Writing Center, and this is Crafting Your Project Proposal in 5 minutes. Staring at a blank page trying to think of what to write can be intimidating. Try starting by using an exercise to organize your thoughts, such as creating an outline. This will help give structure to your work while zeroing in on the essential elements. You might also choose to create a systems diagram or conceptual model to help you break free of any confining mental constructs by approaching your topic visually. Think about how your project will align with your career goals and use keywords or phrases that will look good in your professional portfolio. Doing a few of these simple steps before starting your draft may help you find the words you need to define your values and give your writing a strong start with a structure and flow that's easy to follow. Your proposal should be organized with a clear beginning, middle, and end. Consider the introduction your abstract or executive summary. Use this section to introduce your project's concept, the need it will fill in the community, and your intended outcomes. This is also an opportunity to introduce your proposal's thread or a central concept that will give your writing form. Keep this section brief, to one paragraph that summarizes your work. If you wish to explore any topics further, create a background section or other similar subsections. Your research should express global perspectives, new challenges or theories on the horizon, best practices in your field, and could also include a brief history of your subject or other relevant information. In the body of your work, you'll identify your project's most critical stakeholders. These gatekeeper stakeholders will often determine the success and longevity of your project's outcomes. This section should also discuss any other community members, organizations, or institutions that might be affected by, benefit from, or have an opinion about your work. How will you incorporate them and communicate with them throughout your process? What roles will they play? Consider any other individuals or groups that might identify themselves as stakeholders but feel unincorporated or disenfranchised from your public engagement methods. How will you include them in your communications plans? Your methods and feasibility sections will examine your localized project, define what tactics you will use to create your intended outcomes, and explain how your work will be accomplished through financial, material, and human resources. Justify the methods you plan to use by supporting them with contemporary research and utilizing the best-known applications in your field. Identify your project's practical challenges and explain how you plan to address them. Ask yourself, will this function? Can it be done? Is there money available? Can it be completed on time? If you fully develop responses to each of these questions, you should have a strong feasibility section. Be sure to address any potential barriers you uncovered while working through this process. What might you do instead if one of your methods or means falls through? Researching the topic thoroughly, as well as contacting others in your field, may give you a good lead on the solutions your project will need to achieve its goals. Now that you have all of your essential elements drafted, it's time to fine-tune your proposal for overall reader appeal. Start by listing your references, checking your citations for consistency, and creating your table of contents page. Create a catchy but relevant title for your work and add colorful images or graphics for reader appeal. Reread your document to see if you were able to maintain your thread or the concept that holds your piece together. Are your values clear? Consider submitting your proposal to the writing workshop in advance of your deadline to receive constructive feedback for your work. Read it out loud once to catch any awkward sentences, areas where you use passive voice, and to check for spelling and grammar before you submit. And that's how you draft a professional project proposal in 5 minutes.